Hello, hello. I almost didn't want to stream today. I didn't stream yesterday and I didn't feel like streaming today. Partially due to FF14 rating, but also it's humid. It's humid. I'm tired. I didn't really want to try and play Fun Mission 2 when I'm like a bit drowsy, sleep deprived and all that. So what better way to keep me awake than to play some Ikaruga? Alright. Oh yeah, I have to set everything up. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. I should have prepared some water or something. Is my controller connected? It's supposed to be. So my controller is a little broken. Okay. I hope this will work without disconnecting too bad. Just jam that in. No. Jamming in the USB port doesn't help. I definitely need a new controller. Alright. I definitely need a new controller. Anyway, as usual, whenever I do a stream of Ikaruga, I always do a normal run first, see how far I get, and then that's when I'll start to do individual practice on some stages. So yeah, let's see how far I can get on one run. I don't know how far exactly. Hopefully my controller doesn't disconnect. I gotta keep my controller extremely still. Because if I jostle the cable in any way, the controller is gonna disconnect, and that's not gonna be a fun time for a 1cc. A game that demands most of my concentration, just disconnecting the controller. Not my idea of a good time. If I die like that, that's obviously going to be a reset. Alright. So yeah, FF14 raid group decided to have every weekday be an FF14 raid. Not preferred, but I can't exactly give any excuse to not do it because, I mean, I just can't. Like, what excuse do I have? I just want to play something else on those days. Not really a strong excuse. And I don't exactly mind. I don't mind playing FF14 at all, but the problem is when it comes to doing streams as well for games that I do want to play, that time has to be sacrificed so that we get through FF14. So the case where I wish everyone in the group was good so that, you know, no mistakes are made and that we can get through the ultimate raid easily, but that's never going to be a thing. It's just something we have to practice a lot of. What's this? Oh yeah, this. Don't get distracted now. I thought I saw something on OBS pop up, but oh no. The controller! Oh my god. Is it really a good time to be playing Ikaruga? Oh, see. As soon as a little bit of action came up, the controller disconnected. I need to buy a new controller. Like a little bit of a shake and it like made the disconnect sound. And it disconnect. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if I can play Ikaruga like this. If I have to play Ikaruga, yeah, I can't play Ikaruga with the controller. That's just not gonna be possible. So unfortunately, what that would mean is that I've gotta use my Zero Ranger stick. Because obviously, if I have to play some Ikaruga right now, I gotta use the arcade stick. There's no way I can continue playing. No chance I can continue playing Ikaruga with that controller anymore. It's just not. It's not okay. Oh, I'm second player now? Oh no. Okay, looks like I'm second player. Well, whatever. Finish with back. Polarity. Polarity change is important. But I'll put it on Y. Well, let's see how well I do. I'm not going to be able to get most of the scoring I want because I'm playing on a stick. Oh, this already feels so weird. I don't know if this is going to be possible. That's so stupid. Okay, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. I thought I was going to miss one of the group to chain, one of the three enemies to chain, but no. We were okay. Okay. I mean, this section is really... As soon as I say it's really easy to chain, I screw it up. Of course. Let me try again. One more time, one more time. Yeah, this feels very different. I don't know if this is gonna be possible. After this 1cc of Ikaruga, I might do a .E run. I don't know. Might be interesting. I guess I have the true arcade experience if I play Ikaruga on an arcade stick. Because, I mean, Ikaruga is an arcade game, so it's not too out of the ordinary. Maybe when I get invited to Mikado Game Center, which is never gonna happen, they'll make me play on an arcade cabinet, and therefore I need to learn how to play an arcade stick. That's the excuse I always give for Street Fighter Third Strike, because they only ever play... They only ever played Third Strike on an arcade cabinet, not on PS4 back in Japan. Shit. Well, whatever. It's fine. The goal here isn't to get a heist, to get a perfect, to get perfect chains, because that's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen with the arcade stick. Not with the amount of practice I've had. Especially this. Oh, okay, I got it. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, not so good scoring here, but it doesn't matter. I can't get too affected by it. I'm a bit worried when it comes... With this arcade stick, I'm using the Zero Ranger stick that I've built on stream before. I'm a little worried about trying to mod it any further. Because the way I've shoved in the buttons that hard means that they're almost impossible to try and remove without breaking something. So, even though I say that the modification's never fully done, it might be done. I have to remember the buttons. Okay, let's just... Don't risk it. Okay, I risked it. I risked it a little. I'm not accustomed to the controls yet, so I shouldn't be like trying to do risky maneuvers like change polarity in between the homing shots. That's very risky. Okay. Swap to blue. Stay blue. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I doubt it, honestly. Well, screwed up already. Okay, go back my chain at least. That's good enough. Remember the release power button. Nearly screwed that one up, but that's fine. Got an extra life. Probably will try and prioritize not dying as much, but at this point the routing has been so ingrained in my memory that I'm gonna do the scoring stuff even if it's too risky. Oops. Yeah, did it. Oh, I think I screwed up this one. Whatever. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, whoops. Not a good scoring run anymore, but what do you expect? I got confused on the buttons there for a moment. Trying to get used to new buttons is now going to be like an issue. and it normally wouldn't be. Okay. Oh, I screwed up somehow? Okay, well, whatever. I don't know how I screwed up that thing. I gotta say, using an arcade stick does make this a bit more satisfying. Maybe I should have played Shmups with an arcade stick a long time ago. Oh my god, I didn't realize I... Oh, good run. Kinda wanna try another full run again and again and again. Because it's just really just getting accustomed to the controller. At least I'm getting A. That's fortunate. Oh god. Just spilled up all that. That's the wrong button. Yeah, that's... Pressing the wrong button is just gonna happen no matter what. There's nothing I can do about that. I nearly got killed there. Ah. Oh man, I screwed up. Ah. Okay. Well, at least I can play Ikaruga, I guess. I guess that's a good thing. Oh, I have how many things wrapped around this cable? Okay. Sorry, I'm just tying up my cables a little. Oh, it's humid. And I've been having like a similar-ish feeling to COVID. Not so much where I have trouble breathing, but the way that my sinuses are closing up and having a runny nose. And I've been coughing a lot last night, but it's been a lot better today. But what I'm saying is it's very COVID-like systems. However, I think it's more like hay fever. Oops. I think it's more like hay fever. Yeah, I think what I'll do is just grind out arcade mode until I have to do some FF14 raiding. Or when I feel like going earlier. Okay. Can you hear that, by the way? My arcade stick? Probably can. Okay. I was also considering doing some mini Zero Ranger practice so that I don't like you know, I can still be claimed that I'm good at Zero Ranger. I nearly forgot about the next wave. Okay, okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, I don't have any meter. Right. Oh! It's a shame. I still want to practice how scoring this works. I can't believe I didn't die, honestly. Wow, it's humid. It's hot. I don't have it. Well, we do have an air conditioner, but I don't exactly want to turn that on. And I do have the windows open, which is affecting the heat as well. But man, I want to leave the window open just so I get some fresh air. Because one thing this room is lacking is ventilation, which is why I'm actually considering moving to a different room in the house. A different room in the house. Just so I get some of that. There's like 2 windows on both of the on 2 walls of the 4-walled room, which is ideally what I want anyway. Whereas this place only has 1 window and it's a very small window. So I've already moved the bookshelf and everything. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, I've already moved the bookshelf, so all that's needed to do is move my table. Oh crap! That's what I get for talking. I'm just gonna play this out as if I have full chain. Because that's how I get practice. I'm not practicing to recover from runs, really. Can't save this. Yeah, bad so far, but whatever. Playing on a different controller, that's my excuse. Are you serious? Oh, look at that. Be careful not to press the wrong button there. Yeah, I'm just gonna blame this as my controller differences happening here. Oh, okay. Right. And my buttons. Oh, I screwed up. I still don't know how exactly scoring this works. I don't know like the exact positioning. So probably gotta learn that at some point, but not that important compared to learning the later stages. Okay. Okay, that was clean. Cleaner than last time. Swap the blue, please. See if I remember how to score this. Just the right button. Oh god. Really? What? I hate how... Sometimes I really hate how the Ikaruga one-shot thing works. Okay. Oops! I did not mean to press that. That's entirely my fault. Ooh, I misjudged. Okay, yeah, this is bad. I can... okay. I definitely need a way to combat this humanness. It's a bit much right now. Okay, how does this work again? Swap here, do that. Swap here, do that. Don't swap. Okay. Oh! That was lucky. Oh, I lost my chain. Whatever, it's fine. Is it fine? Oh, I screwed up that. That's how you're supposed to do that. Okay. Hey, I still got it! On arcade stick too. No practice with arcade stick and I was able to get it. Okay, I had some practice, to be fair. What? I don't understand how that worked. What? How did my homing bullets... I hate... How did my homing bullets target the blue one? Was I that much closer to the... That made no sense. Oh, hello, welcome to the stream, Oriciden. How are you doing? I'm playing this on the Zero Ranger arcade stick because my controller is having a few problems, like random disconnects. I'm sure it'd be fine if I had like a Bluetooth receiver maybe, and try to connect my controller wirelessly, but I don't have that on me. That might be okay, but I mean, I think I fixed the problem with the right D-pad not being not registering when I depressed it a little, and I have to like put force into pressing it. Like, okay, let me start from the beginning. The problem with the right D-pad input was that I had to put a lot of force to make the thing input. And I fixed that by just cleaning up the PCB, but as for the random disconnects from the cable, oh shit, I got extremely lucky. How did I get that lucky? Oh god. Spare BT dongle somewhere if you want. I'll buy one myself, don't worry about that. And I don't think it's something to do with the cable, although I could be wrong. But yeah, I think it is something to do with the controller. So yeah, I'll need to go and get myself a BT dongle. Which is a shame because I would prefer playing with my controller wired rather than wireless. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference nowadays. Maybe it will for a shmup. Oh god, whatever. No. Let's do that again. You're serious? I'm not using it, it was cheap to begin with. I mean, sure if you want, but like, if it's BT dongles are cheap nowadays, right? I really don't need to. I don't really mind buying one. And also, I do have. Oh, listen, you're talking to the Third Strike, the South Australian Third Strike champion over here. I got a $20 gift card. I can use that to buy my. Ooh. I can use that to buy my Bluetooth dongle. Oh wait, I don't need to restart at all. I got lucky. DS4 connected to PC via BT has less input delay than wired. Oh, unless you overclock the. Oh, I did not even know that. Okay, that might be nice. I'm in the wrong. Oh no, I'm not in the wrong color. I have no idea what I'm going to buy for my $20 gift card, by the way. It's like, what am I going to do with that? Buy... Oh, you know what? I could buy a mouse mat, actually, because my mouse mat really sucks. I was in the mood... I'm in the mood of changing this mat right now, because it's... What am I doing? Okay. I'm not used to the controls yet. I don't know what was happening there. Oh, do that. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, got it. Yeah! Look at that. That's how you're supposed to score that run. Look at that. Look at all the score. Yeah. And the Maiden Spell champion. Yeah. Dongles are cheap. I prefer to be less erased in a way. That's true. You know what? That's definitely true. It's not gonna matter that much. Like okay, it does matter a little because I do use my controller a fair few times for things other than shmups. So yeah, if you don't mind, I would like to have that dongle then. If it's no inconvenience to you. and I'll just spend my $20 gift card on a mouse mat. Because mine is fraying at the edges, and it's not braided at the edges as well. So there's like a piece of cloth, like you can see the cloth like fraying at the edges, as well as like the foamy part of the mouse mat like being, you know, it's also falling apart as well. So yeah, mouse mat would be nice to get, I guess. Okay, hold on. This requires a bit of focus. Okay. Remember my buttons. My thumb button is the missile attack. That's interesting that DS4 has less input delay by that method. I never knew that before. My last resort was going to be buying a new controller, which you know, obviously I don't want to do that. Let me just do stage 2 on its own. You know what? Instead of doing full runs, I'll just do each individual chapter and see how I do. Playing shmups with a hitbox has to be... Playing shmups with a hitbox has to be pretty smooth, I would imagine, because it is just button inputs, right? And people play shmups on keyboard after all, so I imagine that, yeah, I guess it would be, oh god, well, I guess it would be like, what am I trying to say? It wouldn't be too much of a learning process to try and play a shmup with a hitbox compared to any other controller. That's what I wanted to do. Look who knows how to score this section. I just gotta be able to do it in a full run for that to mean anything. Oh god. That was kinda close. Are you? Okay, don't reset. This is learning. Oops. Pressing all the wrong buttons all at once. Okay. I forgot to swap. I was like thinking about swapping and then it didn't happen. This is not good. What am I doing? I don't even know what this is anymore. Nah. You know what? Just continue onwards and practice the boss for a bit. This doesn't... Yeah, this I don't know what happened. I think I destroyed the white one by accident. Yeah, I did. The Switch also has less input delay. Oh god. Has less input delay wireless versus wired. Ah, the Switch. The case of the Switch is also affected by multiple factors, and improving one aspect probably makes others worse. So they made a compromise between wired and wireless, and they thought that whoever would be using the Switch would be using it more wireless. Because I guess that makes sense because of the way the Switch works. You can play it portably, and you know, wireless. They thought that wireless would be a lot more convenient. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I can imagine. Wireless is better in terms of input delay. Okay. Oh! Start again. This is me relearning Ikaruga now, because I mean, I wouldn't be able to perform that well with a normal controller anyway, but it's like, man, an arcade stick makes this very different. Oh! Remember the right button. Okay, and do that. Get 9 or 10, that's fine, I guess. Oh my god. I had to destroy one of them. Oh, just practice this, as if you have the chain. Right button. Okay. Wireless is better in terms of the input. If I can play with the Joy-Cons plugged directly into the Switch, probably, yeah. That's the only way you could play that game, the console wired in a way, if you're doing it in a portable mode. Most people, although I guess nowadays most people prefer to play the Switch in the dock now, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the use case for a Switch is anymore. I don't really use my Switch often that much anymore. All I've really seen is Smashers play Smash on their Switch, and you know they're not playing that game on a portable. I have a very serious case of a potty mouth whenever I play shmups. I assume that's everybody though. Oh shit. Oh, no, whatever. That's what I wanted to do, but it didn't work out. Okay. Still got it. Still got it. Whether it's arcade stick or controller, I can do that section easily whenever I'm streaming. There you go. That's what I wanted to happen last time, and it didn't happen. Just destroy the thing. Okay, thank you. There you go. And I never learned how to score this yet. It's still like a bit too confusing for me. And also I haven't tried to learn it yet. So, okay. Can I do this boss with an arcade stick? I'm doing well, that's a bit too early. Is this okay? This is fine, it's fine. Because those pieces will die immediately when I shoot lasers. When I shoot my homing missiles. Okay, yeah, see, I'm getting A ranks. Okay, let's try chapter 4. Man, it is humid today. Oh, by the way, this will be another short... Oh, I forgot how to score this. Okay, no, it's fine. I wanted to destroy the reds first. Oh, what? Okay. I got a bit flustered. Alright. I was thinking of playing Fun Mission 2 with the disconnecting controller, but no, I put the title as the most lethargic Ikaruga practice ever for a reason. It's because it's so humid, I really don't want to do anything. In fact, I considered not streaming today as well as last night, because it was real bad how much I didn't want to do anything, especially with FF14 rating coming up. But yeah, I wanted to do at least one stream, and yeah, trying to play Fun Mission 2 with the disconnecting controller, even though it doesn't matter, it's not like I'm just going to be focused entirely on the controller, so I'd rather not do Fun Mission 2 at this service like that. And no, I have not learned how to score this the optimized way. Screw that. I gotta say, playing Ikaruga with an arcade stick, not too out of the place. What I mean by that is, it feels, because Ikaruga is heavy on memorization anyway, it kind of feels alright on an arcade stick. If I try to play something like Blue Revolver on an arcade stick, I have a lot more trouble because that's a bit more freeform in what you can do. Oh god, that was close. But Ikaruga is like, everything has to be exact, and that's what an arcade stick can be good at, sort of. The hitbox is more exact, but you know what I mean. Oh god. I did that wrong. I'm doing everything wrong. As soon as you screw up this section, it's like really difficult to recover. But otherwise, it's really not that bad. Just don't screw up, and that's all you really need to do. Cold water for once? Yeah, you're not. That is very true. Oh, I probably need some cold water. Probably a shower too while I'm at it. Oh, that thing has a hitbox? I actually didn't know that. What? I was like, oh, I destroyed all the turrets. I'm fine now. And then I died. Okay, well, that was very surprising. But yeah, I wonder if I should just, considering whenever I do play shmups, I have access to a keyboard most of the time. Should I just play these shmups on keyboard? Because that's like the more accurate control method. this is not the same case where I wouldn't be playing fighting games if I didn't have an arcade stick. Like, I'm playing fighting games because I get to play on an arcade stick. Like, there's no doubt about that. But with shmups, I don't have that same level of, like, wanting that same arcade feeling. Shmups are a very keyboard-friendly genre. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I don't have the arcade stick nostalgia for shmups as I do fighting games. I would not want to play fighting games on the keyboard anymore, even though I have done that before. I've done it a long time ago before. Sorry, there we go. Fix it up. Sorta. No, I didn't. Well, let's fix now. I'm just treating I'm not trying to recover from my mistakes in the middle of this. I'm just trying to make it so what I'm doing, what my route is correct. Then I can start to figure out how to fix mistakes. Because I'm not that confident in my route. Although, I guess it's just that when you're learning to fix mistakes, it's like random in a way. You have to deal with randomness to fix your mistake, which I'm not prepared to do yet. I'm gonna reset this. You prefer Toho on keyboard, although I don't really play regular Toho anymore. Yeah, me neither. I think that, well, I think the reason you prefer playing Toho on keyboard is because the controller support for those games are awful. I think that's why. Although I would hope they got a lot better for the modern Toho games at least. If they didn't, then oh boy. I would hope that they've improved their controller support, especially for the new Steam versions. If they haven't fixed the controller support for the Steam versions, wow. Oh god, I nearly got hit by that bullet. Oh, what am I? What am I doing? Oh my god, I got distracted. Same old engine, same no controller support? Is that... Steam can fix most of it for you. Yeah, Steam controller is nice for that kind of situation, yeah. As much as Steam controller support is kind of annoying to try and work around, sometimes it's pretty helpful. There you go. When I do go to Japan later, which is not this year anymore, but when I do go to Japan, I do fully intend on playing a lot of arcade games. And you know, being used to playing arcade stick, I think will help me out in that regard, especially for... Like, I probably will try to learn some shmups on arcade stick, just so that I don't like make a dunce of myself when I do eventually play them in Japan. Although I don't know when exactly I'll get to Japan. It's a pretty cool feeling to play this game on arcade stick actually, because you have to do all these stuttering inputs. Yeah, this section is really cool with an arcade stick. Oh, I forgot to swap. Whatever. Okay. Focus. Oh! Oh, whoops. Yeah, that section is really cool with it. Oh, I forgot what color I had to be. How do you even fix this? I forgot what color I was supposed to be. This game's probably better on the arcade stick, if only because you can have polarity switch on a comfortable place. Yeah, but also I'm like, the stuttering inputs that you make as well are kind of like, they're very engaging because you have to like move to a diagonal a little bit, and then like you have to keep stuttering your inputs like this, and that's pretty cool that you have to kind of make that movement in a shmup. I don't know about most shmups, but the shmups I've played, stuttering inputs are like, they're not necessary. But in this game, when you're trying to do scoring and your precise position on the screen is important, then you have to do those stuttering inputs a lot. So I'm noticing the feeling of doing that more in this game than any other game. Maybe because I'm just playing on arcade stick now, but like, it's just this section where I've noticed it. Oh. But I can imagine how that would also be pretty annoying, because you have to do so many of the stuttering inputs that someone might not exactly like that. I was gonna swap. Oh, I swapped at the wrong time. And as for the polarity switch being on a comfortable button, I think the shoulder buttons on the controller are comfortable enough for me. That's why I tend to play shmups like have one button, have the shoot button as one of the face buttons, and everything else on shoulder. That's how I usually assign controls. Screwed up the chain there, but it doesn't matter. Unless it's something like Dodonpachi, where I do, you know how there's like two shots you can do, where there's like your held fire shot and then your auto fire. I tend to have those two buttons on the face buttons. That's what I've noticed, at least when I've rebound my controls for those games. How come I'm not getting the right amount all of a sudden? Wait, something is weird. Because normally I should like have the perfect amount to score all the white orbs there. Without like doing some really risky like chain fixing. I guess since my controller is having a bit of a fit right now, I will probably not be playing Fun Mission 2 for this weekend. For this week. Oh, there you go, fix it. There you go. That's why I wanted it to happen. So I guess for this week, I'll just be playing a whole lot of shmups. What shmups? I don't know, actually. I don't know if I'll play new shmups or whatever, or just continue practicing Ikaruga. And I'll be playing them on arcade stick too, so it'll be an interesting experience. What? Okay, well, if I can survive for the rest of the... What did I just say? Oh. Sorry, someone's handing me some food. Wow, it's so humid. I definitely gonna take a shower after this. I need a shower after the messy play I've been doing. I can clear this chapter pretty okay. It's... oh. Didn't fix it. Whatever. So multiplayer Spelunky on Friday? Well, okay. I've played Spelunky. I know what kind of game that is. That's gonna induce some salt, to say the least. I've not played Spelunky enough to like properly clear the game, if you know what I mean. I don't think I've ever cleared it. I don't enjoy the game enough to do that. There are some roguelikes where I'm like, yeah, I want to spend the time to like learn how to beat it, but not with Spelunky. I don't know why. Then again, I am more of an old school... I do prefer the more old school roguelikes anyway, so it's more to do with me than it is any of the game. Holy crap! That feels very awkward to do on the arcade stick. I can't explain it. That doesn't feel right. What? Oh. Spelunky Classic has a multiplayer mod. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my god, that is so stupid. Oh. Turns out Spelunky Classic has a multiplayer mod that also supports netplay. It's pretty neat. Oh yeah, I have heard about that actually. Yeah, I have heard about that. That sounds pretty cool. Does it have rollback? Not every netplay game needs to have rollback, I think. And you certainly don't need it for PvP puzzle games. Although I guess for Spelunky, I guess it would be important to have rollback. No rollback had a lag spike while playing, and this game got real crunchy. Ah, okay. Yeah, with Spelunky, you might actually want rollback. Because... wow. I'm just gonna blame that on the arcade stick. Ah, okay. Oh, what the hell? I guess my personal problem with Spelunky is that I don't know. I guess I can't explain that. Oh man, that's what I get for thinking about Spelunky. Man, if the things I want to say about it is really just part of the game design. It's like the kind of thing where there's nothing wrong with it design wise, right? Like everything is intentional, but I just don't like the design. Like I don't like it, and I don't really have an objective reason, because it's intentional and it works well within the game, but I just don't like it. It's kind of hard to explain. It's with Spelunky, it's like I don't want to explain this. What I like about roguelikes is that you tend to have time to do what you want to do, to think about what you want to do before you actually do it. And if you're usually, whenever you're being snowballed by the enemy, you're able to recognize, well, I'm thinking like in the perspective of Shiren and like all the school roguelikes, you can see what exactly is happening when you get snowballed. Like, oh, this monster does too much damage to me. I'm like, oh, that guy did for 50 damage. I know what to do. But then in Spelunky, whenever you're hit by a snowball situation, which can happen randomly because your item might be a teleport and your teleport can just teleport you into the wall. That's not really a snowball situation, but the teleport can teleport you to like somewhere, a part of the screen that you can't see, or like teleport is a bad example, but like there's a lot of variable things that can happen because of the real-time nature of it and how enemies move as well, how they're like sort of random in their movement, and it's really hard to judge where they're gonna move, especially the shopkeeper. But the shopkeeper is supposed to be hard, but it's just like the snowball effect isn't fun to look at for me, because it'll be like you throw a rock into a pot and the pot is like right next to you, and then the pot happened to have a scorpion, which you know, and then the scorpion hits you and then poisons you and then you die, all from throwing a rock. And that's all happening like very quickly. I don't know, but again, that's part of the game. That's the game design. So there's nothing wrong with the game doing that. It's just I really hate seeing that in real time. I don't know. I'm really bad at trying to explain this sort of thing. It's just, I guess Spelunky has just like a unique way of really adding the salt more so than other roguelikes. In Shiren, I don't feel any salt. I die and I'm like, oh yeah, totally understandable. I didn't use this item. I had so many items to play with. I used my item here when I didn't need to. Like, I don't get salty when I play Shiren, but with Spelunky, the salt is unreal. Like, I actively get bitter at the game, which is very strange. And again, it's nothing to do with how bad the game is. The game's really good. The game's fantastic. It's sort of the same case with like XCOM in a way. because I've been playing Troubleshooter Abandoned Children, how XCOM the remakes really emphasize your one-shot hitting, because each unit only has one shot. So because it's entirely focused on your units landing that one shot, the frustration factor increases. Like, it's that sort of thing where the game design is like very intentional, so you can't exactly blame the game for doing it this way, but the way they're doing it just is heightening the frustration factor. And that's what Spelunky is to me. Of course, you're not going to get frustrated when you're playing with a friend, by the way. Co-op is co-op. You're going to have fun. There's no salt to be had there. But, yeah. That's mainly the reason why I haven't cleared Spelunky yet. Because I don't really enjoy the game that much. It might also have something to do with how possibly bad I am at the game, but it doesn't, in my point of view, it doesn't really matter how good or bad you are at the game when you complain. When I make a complaint like this, because I can spend like a lot of time playing Spelunky and I'd be good at the game. Like, oh god. Wait, hold on. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore because I'm focused on doing this. Yeah, that section feels very bad with an arcade stick. I don't know, can't explain it. Like, you want to overcorrect a lot for some reason. Nearly got hit by that. I was making a lot of sweeping movements in that area. I don't know why. Oh god, that was... Let's see if I have practiced this. Let's see what this chaining is like with an arcade stick. Because I've practiced this. But it's gonna feel weird. Yeah, that felt normal. This is gonna be difficult. Look who practiced how to chain that. Oh, whoops. I think it's reds there first, actually. Yeah, I got that wrong. Multiplayer runs where each player had the fun dynamic of one experienced player and another hasn't played in years. Oh yeah, that like co-op is a totally different game for Spelunky. I completely understand that. Oops. I don't feel very confident doing this with an arcade stick. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really like that. Oops, wrong color. Yeah, fine. That did not feel comfortable. I feel like I'm a bit better with D-pad than arcade stick for that. Okay. Well, that's chapter 4. Let's do chapter 5. One additional complaint that I have about Spelunky, which I don't feel like is much of a complaint because other roguelikes have the same issue. It's the fact that the early game is really boring to play because it's so easy. I don't like. I am not doing any of this right. Okay. I didn't get the quick kill I wanted. I was hoping that one more of those battleships would spawn. That's why I used my missiles too early. So how did I do this again? I think it was go here, use a missile, kill this guy quick. And swap over here and then try to kill this guy quick. I didn't see that one. And then move here and then dodge missiles that would ordinarily be here, but they're not. Oh, I thought... Okay. I haven't played modern Spelunky that much because you prefer the pixel art aesthetic. Yeah, you know what? Spelunky Classic, I've not played that before. I've only played Spelunky 1 and 2. I've never tried Classic. Is Classic like an itch.io game? Kind of like how... Is it kind of like the Celeste itch.io game? Where it's like a different game entirely. Why did I swap there? Okay, I am slowly getting used to the arcade stick, I guess. So that's good. Spelunky HD is just classic remade for console? Oh, okay. Didn't know that. I thought it was just its own game. Oh, what? What did I miss exactly? I am not going to shoot. What? Okay, they just went off screen so they couldn't get hit. I have a weird illness right now. Like it's still ongoing. Like remember how it was like popping a lot, like last week or like 2 weeks ago? It's still sort of ongoing. I think it's more hay fever than COVID. But you know, if it, I might have to be safe and skip the locals this week. Oops. Skip the locals this week if it doesn't improve. Why am I not so bad at this? I swear I've practiced this. I'll see how it goes. I can't say one way or another if I will be okay for locals or not. I hit the blue bullets there. The time of the year when body goes into murder mode because plants exist. Yeah, we should just remove all the plants, honestly. Why did I go into chapter 4? Oh, you know what? I need to practice chapter 4 anyway. Yeah, we should just remove all the plants from the planet. I don't think anything will happen to the biodiversity of the ecosystems if you do that. See, I studied biology in school. I know what words like biodiversity and ecosystems are. Wasn't there some sort of... I remember there was like some sort of like headline news where like the headline was we could remove all the mosquitoes from the world and nothing would change or something. There's something like that, which is that's very interesting that's a thing. Of course it is like some random news headline, so who knows if that's true. And of course, we on the Earth have a large history of introducing animals to unsuitable ecosystems. I mean, here in Australia, we had the cane toad problem. Because apparently we thought bringing cane toads over here to deal with... What was it, Orison? It was to deal with fruit flies or something? It's to deal with some sort of insect. But yeah, we brought the cane toads over and apparently we thought we could control them or something. But then they had no natural predator, so they just like reproduced endlessly, and they are now considered as a pest because there's so many of them, just destroying the existing ecosystem. Something like that going on. Oh, what? I could have sworn. I guess with that one, okay. I'm wondering why it sometimes doesn't, because normally you're supposed to leave 2 orbs there alive so that you don't, like, ruin your chain. But my chain is still being ruined because I'm not putting enough. So I'm wondering if it's because when I do the homing missiles... When I do the homing missiles, I'm actually not killing all of them. It's hard to see. I don't know. The Portuguese millipede. I actually don't have any... I don't know what even is that. Is that the... No, that's not the... Is that the black millipede that's like really small and curls up? Something? When you touch it? Curls up into a spiral? I don't know what millipede that is. I just kind of see... I just called it a millipede and left it at that. I didn't really bother to look into what type of millipede it is. Yeah, there you go. That's what's supposed to happen. Oh my god, that was close. Oh, that was dumb. Whatever. I should not have moved up. Whatever, it's just practicing the boss. It's a black millipede you see everywhere. Yeah, okay. Native millipedes are an important and beneficial part of the ecosystem. Portuguese millipedes are not among them. Oh, okay. Oh, it is the black millipede. Okay. So yeah. So I guess they were introduced somehow. I think recently Australia has had a problem with fruit flies entering the country as well because of someone brought over fruit flies by accident or something. I remember our house had to like get like there were people from the fruit fly exterminators that had to come over and like check our household to see if we had any or something. The state anyway. Oh, okay, yeah. SA is fruit fly fleet, but not eastern. Oh my god, I started moving around. Not eastern states. Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't think we have. I think whatever fruit fly problem we did have is now. I'm not gonna say completely gone, but it's not as big of a deal as it was a long time ago. It sucks that eastern states are getting it though. Don't use your thing. Yeah, I want to save my my missiles for this. But yeah, wouldn't it be cool if mozzies were completely eradicated and it doesn't damage the ecosystem at all? One could hope, but no, I think it will change the ecosystem somehow. Oh god. Like no matter what kind of random news headline says about it, I'm quite sure it will change it. Why did I swap? Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's nearly 7. It's gonna be a really short stream. Okay, so I have to prepare for FF14, which means, and I also have to take a shower is the thing, and then also eat. So I'm gonna have to call it here, unfortunately. All right, so that's it for today. I'll be streaming. I'll be doing short streams like this for the rest of the week. God, I hate FF14. What I would do is, so considering I'm playing on arcade stick, I'll play some arcade shmups. I'll just do like a whole Psycho collection. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'll just play a lot of the games by Psycho for tomorrow at least, and then if it takes too much time tomorrow, then continue on for Thursday, and then Thursday I'll play some Greg. I'll play some Greg. Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, hopefully I see you later. Bye-bye. It's gonna be weird to play those shmups with a stick, but shouldn't be too bad. Alright, bye-bye.